Libra. Hello, my darlings. How are you? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 15th of August, 2022. Or, as always, whenever you find me is perfectly fine as well. I do hope this reading finds you well. We're going to jump straight in and grab a card out from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck. And then we'll grab a couple of others that are going to sit in the center of the reading as an overall theme. And then we'll grab some additional tarot as well to fill out some certain aspects of your week. So Libra, let's have a look. We have responsibility, and the words on the card are self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. And the number is 20, which breaks down to a 2. So partnerships, balance, okay. Let's see what is coming through. This card has made a bit of an appearance more recently across a couple of the readings. And I do often get the sense with this card that the picture doesn't particularly match the message that comes through intuitively for me anyway. Because to me, it looks less about responsibility and more about something new that you are nurturing and growing, okay? So we will see what the rest of the cards do bring out in terms of that particular card. It is obviously sitting in that solar plexus energy, so that golden yellow color. So again, about stepping into your authentic self, empowering yourself, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, and taking control of that. So Libra, we have Mother Mary from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Okay. So Libra, this is lovely. We all love a miracle. All right. And there's a story that's coming through, and it's a story I've heard many times. And I'm not sure actually where I first heard it, or whether it's just one of those things that has started and then it's kind of many people have taken it up. But I've heard stories about people who will just write a little note on a slip of paper and they'll leave it in a certain place, or they might sort of leave it in a place where someone can find it, if you will. And one of the things that I remember this person leaving or finding was the words expect a miracle. And if you're out and about and you're in a bad way, whatever's going on, and you just find this piece of paper or a card and it says expect a miracle, or something else that is just lovely and enlightening and uplifting, it can shift you. And what that does is it can shift you energetically. And once we kind of start to feel different energetically, then we're bringing that energy to us in a true and physical form. So I'm not sure that's coming through as a message for someone. So I'm not sure if that means anything to anyone in particular. Now, the other card we have here in the central theme of the week for you is the Seven of Pentacles. So Libra, there may be, for you at the moment, you may be going through this period of time where you are looking at what is working for you and what's not. So the idea of the Seven of Pentacles is kind of clearing out the dead waste, so that you can, so you've got Seven Pentacles there, okay? That's a really great foundation, more than a great foundation. That's a great supply, I guess, you've got, but you're not all the way to the Ten of Pentacles yet. So this card reminds us to have a look at what's working, what's worked thus far to get us to the Seven of Pentacles, and what can we use that has worked well to continue that growth, and what can we take away from what we've learned that hasn't worked, that we can maybe just put to the side and use our energy to focus on what has worked in the past, okay? And I'm not sure if I've spoken about it to you before, but I love, for some reason, it may well be my upbringing, but for some reason I often think of the Seven of Pentacles in terms of deadheading roses, okay? So If you want a rose bush to flourish and give you more roses, you've got to cut the dead heads off the dead buds, because the plant is going to put all of that energy basically into buds that have already died, cut them off, and the energy from the ground, from the earth, from the rain, etc., all of that energy can go into growing new buds. Okay, so that's the energy that's coming through for that Seven of Pentacles. It's not always an analogy that I give, but for some reason that has come through. That's strange, Libra. I nearly went to stop your reading there. Okay. Maybe that's all you need to hear. No, just kidding. Let's keep going. The rest of the reading, I'm going to use Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chrysanne. And the first card in we're looking for is the energy that's coming in at the start of the week for us. Let's see what we have for you. Okay, we have two cards here, Libra. So the energy coming in at the start of the week, and this is energy from recent past. It could even be energy from further back. So it could be over the last couple of weeks, couple of months, possibly longer. So we have the Temperance card, okay, and we have the Three of Cups. So a couple of different energies coming through here. I feel like for some of you, you've really been working hard to find this level of balance and flow, okay? We can see with the Temperance card here, she's perfectly balanced, but she's also a perfect alchemizer, okay? You know, if we think of how that water would actually move in, in the world that we know it, there's no way she could kind of have that water moving magically between her two hands like that, okay? It would fall away to the ground. So what this is saying to me is that you have perfected this idea of how to alchemize and work your magic for you to obtain this place of peace and balance and flow, okay? And the other thing with Temperance is it's all about patience as well, okay? So you may have also been learning how to be patient around something as well, okay? And the message that's coming in is that this patience may well have been about you growing new things and tending your crop and figuring out what works and what doesn't, okay? And also having patience that, you know, it's one thing, as I said, we were talking about expecting a miracle before, but you've held the faith. It's almost like the Star card energy that's coming through, that you've held the faith that and had the patience that this miracle is going to come to you, okay? The other energy that's coming through, I feel like this is maybe more recent past for you, is the Three of Cups, okay? So this is the idea of a kind of a celebratory energy, all right, where there's reward for the work that you have done so far. There's reward for the relationships that you are nurturing and growing. This is a card of celebration. So there may have even been a recent celebration with you and your family, or you and your friends recently, where you've got together and you have had a really great time. You've had a blast of a time, all right? And what it has done, or the energy that it can bring forward, is remembering what it's like for us to feel that level of joy, because there's been some heavy energies in the world at the moment, and many of us have forgotten what it's like to experience this joy. You know, we've been separated from each other, we've been locked in our houses, all sorts of crazy things going on for the last couple of years. So there may have been some times recently where you've been able to tap into that celebratory feel of being around your like-minded friends, family, colleagues, etc. All right, Libra, my darlings, we have, I think you get this card a little bit, all right. We have the Fool card. This is the energy that is taking us out of the week into future energies, future possibilities. You probably know very well by now that the Fool card is a leap of faith, okay? It's a brand new journey that is ahead of you. It's being bold and taking the plunge on something, okay? So this is obviously something that is still to come for you. The message coming through here for some of you is I want to pick up this card, and, you know, even though I said I wasn't overly keen on the message of the card, I do want to say for some of you to bring in that little bit of responsibility before you jump off the cliff, okay? So maybe make sure you know where you're going to land. Maybe have a tentative plan of where you're going to stay on the first night after you jump here, okay? Maybe even pack a little bit of a bag or a snack to take with you, all right? So maybe a little bit of preparation. The Fool is so named in part because it can lean into being foolish, okay? So that could well be this little hint of responsibility that's coming through from this card here, is to just temper, we've got that temperance card, temper this impulsiveness of jumping off the cliff into a brand new start with a little bit of this, you know, like planning energy. That's the Seven of Pentacles is also about that planning as well. Okay. Let's see what else we have. The next card out is a card in terms of obstacles, blocks, gifts, and strengths for you. This is obviously the King of Cups is going to lean more into a gift or a strength for you. Now, Libra, this could be a couple of things. This could either be demonstrating that you are someone, or you have reached a point in your life where you're feeling very emotionally secure, you're feeling emotionally mature, okay? You know how to balance your emotions. Again, I want to pick up this Temperance card. You know how to balance your emotions. She's dealing with water there. She's balancing that flow of emotions, all right? So this could well be confirmation that, you know, that you have moved to that place where you are able to balance your emotions. You're able to use them to help you to navigate through life, okay? So, and this isn't to say that we're always joyous or happy or, you know, feeling fulfilled, because we have to be real. We have, for want of a better word, you know, in inverted commas, negative emotions as well. But the King of Cups knows how to navigate all emotions, so the good and the bad, okay? So that could well be, and I'm hoping that is the case, that that's a strength for you this week. It could also be that you have somebody in your life who's offering you this support in terms of emotional security, okay? It could also be a water sign as well. So do take it as it resonates there. And the water sign could also be getting more so a Pisces coming through. Okay. Now we have the Queen of Wands. This is in the position of career and finances for you. So in terms of career finances, you should be feeling pretty darn amazing, all right? If we look at this Queen of Wands, we can see that she is extremely confident and powerful and strong and brave. She is a good leader, okay? She can be compassionate when she wants to be, but she can also be a ferocious warrior, okay? So again, in terms of your career and finances, you should be feeling this power, this sense of you know, knowing who you are in your career space, knowing what it is you want in terms of your finances, your resources, knowing how to build that, up around you, okay? The other thing with this card here is we can see obviously all the sunflowers, the large sunflower that she's holding there, the yellow vest, the orange skirt that she's wearing. She's very much in this position of, as we first saw here with that solar plexus energy, she knows who she is, okay? She's in that sense of empowerment, of being her authentic self, okay? So for some of you, if you're not feeling this way in terms of career and finances, again, Maybe there's somebody that you can role model off who does hold these energies, okay? So find someone that you can emulate and look at that, what they do for them to present this way, and for them to, and it's not even presenting them because this is just who they are on a soul level. So look at what you can do if you feel like you're not in this place. Look at what you can do to get you to this place where you can feel this sense of empowerment around your career and finances. Okay. Now, if you did see me pick those up, I am guided by my guides. They will tell me if it's just been a misshuffle, etc. So the next card out we have is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is in the position of health, and this is health in terms of body, mind, and soul. The Eight of Pentacles is about working hard. It's about mastering your craft. It's about, being extremely skilled at what you are, but still kind of putting in the hard work. All right, the Eight of Pentacles, similar to what I said here about the Seven of Pentacles, it's a great supply. It's a great level, I guess, of resources that you already have, but we're still on the way. We're still not at the Nine or the Ten of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles in terms of health could well be that you have been working hard on your health, okay? And in terms of health, this might start to be showing to others around you. So others might start to acknowledge and recognize that maybe you're looking healthier. Maybe you are, maybe they can see a change in your body in terms of how you look, or the change in muscle tone or something like that. So if you've been working hard, it has shown, I should say, not starting to, it has shown in terms of your health, and people are maybe starting to notice it, okay? Again, not a traditional message we would normally take from the Eight of Pentacles, but I do get intuitive messages, so that is the message coming through there. The Eight of Pentacles, again, in terms of mental, emotional health, it is saying that you are prepared to put in the hard work, okay? You're quite focused. You know that you actually do want to get to this place of the Ten of Pentacles, of great abundance and supply of resources and security and safety. And you are very determined. You've got that Queen of Wands, and obviously this Eight of Pentacles, again, saying that you know where you want to go in terms of building that security around you, and you have the right mindset to do it, okay? The final card we have here, Libra, is the Three of Wands, and this is in position of relationships. Now, the Three of Wands, it can be read a couple of ways. And the way that's actually coming in, it's taken me back to this Temperance card of patience. So I don't normally read this card this way, okay? The Three of Wands can be the idea of waiting for your ships to come in. But for many of the readings that I tend to have it come up in, it's more about waiting for your ships to come in, but also have done the work and you having take action, okay? But I feel like for some of you, it's more about the waiting rather than the action, okay? And I say that because of this Temperance card here. It's about the fact that you have been patient, and the fact that we've got this Mother Mary card as well, okay, to expect a miracle, all right? You've had the patience, you've had the faith that things are going to work out, and this is extra confirmation that, you've done the hard work, you've put in place what you need to, and the ships are coming, okay, in terms of, it's a difficult, I guess, analogy when we're talking about ships coming in terms of relationships, but it could be that you have been waiting for something to come in terms of relationships. You might have been waiting for things to change in terms of relationships, and the sense is that we will start to see that that reward, I guess, for your patience, okay, that reward for you holding the faith and expecting a miracle that's coming in for you in terms of relationships. So Yeah, all right. The other thing that less so for some of you, the Three of Wands is also about expanding your horizons. All right. So for some of you, you could be looking for a change in relationships. I don't feel like this is a romantic relationship. I feel like this is a relationship around maybe friendships is what's coming through. So you might be looking to expand your horizons in terms of new friendships that you can explore, okay? And again, with this Fool card, there is this indication that you could be exploring some new horizons with new friendships. All right, Libra, lovely reading. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.